All right. Hello. I do feel a little bit better. Hopefully, it comes across in my voice as we are going into game 2 in this series. We'll see how long I can keep up this pace in terms of energy. Boy, life comes at you fast, and you just gotta roll with the punches. All right. Now, Lin spawning as the red orc on the top left-hand side of the map. Game 1, really back and forth. I couldn't tell who was gonna win until the final 3 minutes, where it felt like all of a sudden Th000 was gonna have an amazing push, and then Lin was somehow able to hold it together and push it back, only to have Lin or Th000 do it again, and then back and forth. Though is speed building that altar of kings. He is not starting up his he's now starting up that barracks. It is going to be a little bit delayed there, as you are looking at that altar of kings already trading up that archmage. That is going to be about I believe another 10 to 12 second difference. But Lin also going for a much faster voodoo lounge, and this is something that I actually want to spot. Did Lin, who's ended up spending his scroll of town portal to get some healing salves and that speed scroll, making it across the map, did it have that big of an effect for him? Lin, in that opening early segments, I have not seen a Blade Master do that much kill stealing in quite some time, and this may be a new style of play that we're seeing being reinvented after so many years of WarCraft 3. But then again, if a game like football can have new offensive formations every so often within the confines, within the rules, it's not unheard of for players to try and reinvent strategies, even though the rules have been set in stone for quite some time. That is the relevance of, or that is an indication of a really strong game where even though the rules have been set in stone, you are seeing new and different play styles come across. You are now looking at that Blade Master. The Blade Master is not using that speed scroll at all, knowing that he cannot get there. It looks like Th000 is going to end up picking up that Claws of Attack +6, and also picking up I believe that was a Manual of Health. And Th000 comes in at just the right time, and the speed scroll used, and still not quite enough there. And I don't believe he really got that much benefit from it at all. Archmage now just slightly shy of level 2. The Grunt is still going to try to get in front of that Archmage. Archmage still running around that far side here. Is the Grunt going to get there in time? That Archmage is still running around in circles, as the Blade Master now perhaps going to back around here to try and get in front of that Archmage. There is a Grunt off to the north here. It is going to spot that Archmage. Doing a little bit of delay there once again. And that Grunt, does get intercepted, as that Archmage should be dropping down a Water Elemental here and going after those all-important early Orc Burrows. You can see this Orc Burrow already taking a little bit of a beating here, and this is going to put Lin behind a lot if he loses this Orc Burrow. Yes, he does end up canceling it right there, and by not placing down another Orc Burrow, Lin may end up losing the opportunity to train up his own Shadow Hunter. There's that Orc Burrow now coming down on the far side there. Archmage does have enough mana for another Water Elemental. There it is. Peons are taking a bit of damage. I don't know if they spot that Orc Burrow has been constructed right there, as the lower hit point Peons are now running away off to the north. Blade Master finally making its way in. And there you have it. The Water Elementals and those Peons are actually getting in some damage here. Archmage is backing off here. Water Elementals are still fighting away inside, and the Blade Master is going up against that Footman right there. And the Blade Master isn't going to actually do any more damage, as you can see that this Orc Burrow is going to be coming up in just a moment. It is going to be plenty of time. The Orc Burrow there, as the Blade Master still wanders around here. Alright, it looks as though another Peon may get taken down. There it goes. A Footman may get taken down here. It looks like it will get taken down, but the Blade Master is still only sitting at 145 hit points, as this Water Elemental is still doing a lot of damage. You can see that the Footmen are just trying to position themselves just outside of the range of those Orc Burrows, and now that the Water Elementals are here able to attack, the Blade Master is really just stuck. Now, what was a very, very close game one, though looks like he's just absolutely dominating here in game two, as he has a lot of experience on that Archmage and has taken down many of these peons. It looks like another, oh, that peon was able to duck inside ever so barely as that Archmage is running back again. Still, we don't see any tech yet. Lin still being forced to try to train up some more peons here, as he did lose a number of them already. All right, Blade Master now trying to get away. It looks as though the Archmage is getting in some easy shots as well. Blade Master does have a bit of healing as the Beast Master now joins in on the fight. Quill Beast, oh, Archmage getting in some extra fireball damage. That Blade Master does need to get away. The Quill Beast is trying to chase, and oh, unable to get off a Quill onto that Beast Master, as we're now looking at another Orc Burrow getting taken down. All right, 30 over 30 supply. The Shadow Hunter should be coming out there in just a moment. Grunt is right there. Blade Master engaging against the Beast Master there. The Shadow Hunter is now out, and we are now attempting to try and take down this one low hit point Grunt. Yes, the Grunt does fall. The Blade Master now uses a potion of healing and does stay alive. But this is very important. Even though Lin is holding off this attack, it is preventing him from being able to build a Spirit Lodge or a Bestiary. Meanwhile, down over here, we can see the dual Arcane Sanctums are already up. So Lin definitely is behind in terms of tech. However, if he does get the Beastmaster here, he may have enough of an experience advantage, and it looks like he will have enough of or maintain that experience advantage. Or get enough of experience here, as that Blade Master now gets to level 2. The Shadow Hunter now going after the Water Elemental, and it looks as though, yes, the Shadow Hunter will get the kill there as well. And now this Footman will get taken out once more. Alright, so the Beastmaster, it's most likely just going to get resurrected the old-fashioned way. It is only level 1. You can see how quickly it is trained. Footman down over here. Archmage going to perhaps come over as well. There is no Arcane Vault yet. So without an Arcane Vault, no Clarity Potions, no Ivory Towers. But all in all, Th000 has to be pretty happy with himself. Meanwhile, Lin, the only saving grace was he got the Beastmaster, he got some of those additional summons, and that Shadow Hunter will be well on his way to level 2 once everything is said and done. Ogre Magi going to fall right here. There's level 2 on the Shadow Hunter. Yes, there it is, level 2. Blade Master does pick up Claws of Attack +6. Very nice item. As the Archmage and Beastmaster with casters and Militia now being brought over. Alright, no Ivory Towers though. So that does mean that any sort of tower attempt is going to fall a little bit flatter. You can see the War Mill now coming in. Bestiary is nearly done. Spirit Lodge is nearly done. And with that, this is going to be a perfect time. Blade Master now bringing up the rear off over here. You can see that the Shadow Hunter is there as well. Blade Master does come in for an engagement. Does get slowed though. Beastmaster with no mana whatsoever. And oh, calls over some Militia, or calls over some of the creeps there. Interesting strategy, as now they are attacking and engaging. And this is funny that those the creeps are actually I'm not quite sure what they're doing. They're just delaying some of this attack there, and now in comes the engagement. All right, Blade Master going after one of those peasants. Peasant does get taken down. All right, another Orc Burrow should get finished here in just a moment. All right, and are the Orc Burrows going to finish in time? This peon could perhaps jump inside there as well. Yes, there is the engagement. And more guard towers are being constructed, or more scout towers being constructed. The Blade Master going after the priest, able to take it down, does walk away, and is able to survive here. But he needs to figure out what to do. He needs to heal back up. He is healing up right now, but those guard towers are very much nearing completion. Blade Master now ready to join in on the fight again. No, he is not going to be joining in on the fight. Meanwhile, a Water Elemental is in the back. Guard towers look like they're going to get done. And yes, Lin needs to get Demolishers, and plenty of them, for anything to really happen here. Hopefully he can try and rally his Demolishers inside his base. If they rally to the wrong side, that's going to be very bad news though. As you can see, the barracks is already taking a good amount of damage, shooting down a building with arrows. I don't know how long it takes, but apparently you still can do enough of it, as the Demolisher is now joining in on the fight. Let's take a look. Oh, there goes a Footman though. No experience given. It was dealt by the Demolisher, and now the Demolisher needs to engage here to try and take down all of these guard towers. All right, let's see. The Demolisher is in a little bit of an awkward situation here. More of the fight focusing down over here. It looks as though the peasants aren't, or the peons are not going to repair this barracks. That is a lot of damage coming in from all of those sides there. The demolisher, and now finally the peasants now finally being brought over, but the peasants are taking too much damage here. There they go. There goes another one there as the water elemental now moving forward as well. All right, the demolisher is trying its best. It's not going to be able to take down any of these guard towers, and with so many guard towers here, I do believe this game is pretty much over. Even with orc burrows, that one demolisher is not going to be enough. It is currently slowed. It is trying to be repaired right now, but with so many guard towers, any sort of engagement here, and those grunts are just going to fall apart in a matter of seconds. There goes the demolisher. Any hope really for Lynn is now gone, as the guard towers are now poking down some of those. Well, guard towers are not poking down anything, just creating this little bit of this no man's land right here for Lynn, knowing that they will be within range of those guard towers if they try and defend. Beastmaster is able to slip back out. Archmage continuing this attack here. It is level 2 versus level 2, level 1. Down goes another orc burrow, and Lynn is going to be down 2-0 in this series. So continuing this fight off, though, let's see if it's what it's gonna amount to. We can see that the Kodo Beast is not eating anything right now. Ivory Tower quickly placed down. So the Archmage using Ivory Towers, even though he has peasants right there for that faster building. And now we may be trying to come in from a bit of a flank here. All right, the Blade Master is wind walking. He does give bonus damage still, but this is still not going to be enough. And the Beastmaster and casters are just going to roll over this attack here and take down everything in a matter of seconds. There is the GG. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed Game 2. Please stay tuned for Game 3.